In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a garland out of dried orange slices. I really love this look for the holidays, but any time of the year, it just gives a pop of color. It's refreshing, has a classic look to it. Not only do I love the look of these, but I love how simple they are to make. For this, I used 2 small oranges and 1 lemon to make a few small garlands. You just use whatever fruit you like and however many slices you need to make your garlands. A knife and a cutting board, baking sheets, parchment paper, paper towels. I use fishing line because I like that you can't see it at all, but I've seen really cute ones done with string or twine. And then something to poke small holes. I used a wooden skewer because I have a whole pack of them. Toothpick would work, or a yarn needle. So let's get started. You start by slicing your orange about 1/4-inch slices. You can do thinner, you can do thicker. The thinner they are, more light comes through, so that's quite nice. But if they're too thin, you do run the risk of them breaking when you punch your little holes through them. You're going to preheat the oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you're going to try to squeeze out as much of the excess moisture as you can with some paper towels. You'll then transfer the oranges to a parchment-lined baking sheet and place them in the oven and bake them for 2 hours. After 2 hours, you flip each one of them and then place them back in the oven for another 2 hours. Once they are cooled, I line them up in the order I wanted to string them. And then I start by punching 2 small holes on the top of each orange slice. I then take my fishing line, I push it in through the left hole from the front to the back, and then through the right hole from the back to the front. And I string them like this one by one, repeating the process until I have all the slices I want on this garland done. Once my slices were done baking, they're quite dry, like they should be, and quite thin. And so when poking holes through them, I had to be careful not to break them. That's why doing them too thin could be a problem. Another note to add is that when you cut your string or your fishing line, make sure you give yourself plenty of slack on both ends. This just helps you when you choose a location, if you want to switch it up or you want to be able to add or remove more orange slices, you have the space to do so. If you're going to hang up the fishing line using Scotch tape and not tying it to something or have hooks, one tip is to tie a knot at the end of your line before the Scotch tape. Otherwise, it will just keep slipping through the tape over and over and over. So this makes it so that you don't have to do it again. After you have it secured, just space out your slices evenly along the line. And here's how I styled them this year. These are just a few simple garlands, but I really love what they add in my living room, in my bathroom, and in my kitchen. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Please leave any questions that you have in the comments. I also have a short on my channel to check out for a quicker reference.